أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا وعظيمنا وحبيب قلوبنا وشفيع نفوسنا بالقاسم محمد وعلى أهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين وأصحاب الحر الميامين رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. Imam Ali ibn Abi Talib in Nahjul Balagha, he has an incredible hadith. Sallu ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Has an incredible hadith in Nahjul Balagha where he says, I will impart 5 things. If you follow these 5 things, if you ride your camels in search of them, this is in Nahjul Balagha, you will find them valuable. How many things? 5 things. 5 things. Number 1, Imam Ali says in Nahjul Balagha, no one of you should have hope in any entity aside from your Lord. Don't trust anyone. Your relatives will boycott you. Your friends will abandon you. The people whom you grew up with may start becoming your arch enemies. But the only entity who will remain with you is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If you open Surah 39 verse 53, Allah says, لا تقنطوا من رحمة الله إن الله يغفر الذنوب جميعا. Do not despair the mercy of God. God forgives all sins. Don't say, I'm a horrible human being, I've committed many sins in my life, God will never forgive me. That is the second greatest sin in Islam. According to Ayatollah Dastaghaib Shirazi in his book, Greater Sins, he says the first greatest sin. What's the first greatest sin? Brothers, we know this. Shirk. When we associate partners with God. Surah 4 verse 48, Surah 4 verse 116, Allah says He will forgive any sin but the sin of shirk. The second greatest sin is when you say, I am finished as a human being. When you give up. When you say there is no hope for me, that's the second greatest sin. So Imam Ali says, have hope in only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When Imam Ali became Khalifa, now Tariq Fateh, he was very, very anti-Muslim, but he had respect for Imam Ali. So in his book, Chasing a Mirage, the Tragic Illusion of an Islamic State, he says that when Imam Ali became Khalifa, what did he do? The first thing, he started removing all the governors and he started appointing his own trusted men. So the companion said, Ya Ali, you are removing these governors, you don't know how powerful they are. They are politically influential. Imam Ali in Nahjul Balagha, sermon number 126, in some books, sermon number 125. Brothers, when you get time, read this sermon. Imam Ali in this sermon, he answers this. When people say, why are you removing all these governors? You don't know how powerful they are. Imam Ali says, do you want me to become an oppressor? I have been told to lead for Muslims who are poor. These are my people. My people are the ones who are in poverty, not the rich. I govern the poor. I am the leader of the oppressed. This is what Imam Ali says in Nahjul Balagha, sermon number 126. And during the time of the second Khalifa and the third Khalifa, Umar ibn Khattab and Uthman ibn Affan, they would hire Makkans instead of Madinians. There was a lot of racism. The Makkans were given preference, the Muhajirun were given preference over the Ansar. The first thing that Imam Ali does when he becomes Khalifa, he hires Qais ibn Sa'ad ibn Ubadah. He's a Madinian. In the book Al-Gharat by Ibrahim ibn Muhammad al-Thaqafi, there's a beautiful narration. Imam Ali enters a shop. Have hope only in Allah. Don't trust anyone else. Imam Ali enters a shop. He wants to buy a dress. The man recognizes Imam Ali. He says, you are Khalifa. He gives Imam Ali a huge discount. Imam Ali says, no, I do not wish to buy anymore. He leaves from there. Someone says, yeah, Imam, this person was giving you a huge discount. Imam Ali says, how can I oppress another businessman? How much do we bargain when we want to buy fruits, when we want to go somewhere? How much do we bargain? Imam Ali teaches us that the ethical way of conducting business is when you give the businessmen their haqq. Give them their right. Imam Ali does not buy the dress. He goes to another shop. He buys 2 clothes, 2 shirts. One for 3 dirhams, another for 2 dirhams. He looks at his slave Who is his slave? Qambar, Ahsan. He gives the 3 dirham shirt, the better quality shirt to Qambar. He keeps the 2 dirham shirt for himself. Qambar says, Ya Imam, you are the one who gives lectures. You are the one who climbs on the mimbar. Why are you giving the good shirt to me and keeping the poor quality shirt for yourself? Look at Imam Ali's response. He says, you are young and you are youthful. You are enthusiastic. I am shy in front of my Lord. How can I wear this beautiful garment in front of Allah? I prefer if you wear this beautiful garment. So don't have hope in anyone aside from God. Number 2, Imam Ali, what is my topic? 5 things that are valuable in your life. Number 2, Imam Ali says, you should not fear anything. Don't fear society. Don't fear people who attack you. Don't fear people who criticize you. Don't fear. Only fear your own sin. And which is the greatest sin? In another hadith in Nahjul Balagha, Imam Ali says the sin which displeases you is better than the good deed which makes you arrogant. When you are arrogant, when you say there is no one who prays salah like me, there is no one who goes to Hajj like me. When you are arrogant, that is the greatest sin according to Islam, according to Imam Ali as well in Nahjul Balagha. The greatest sin is when you are proud of your good deeds. So number 2, don't fear anything, just fear your own sin. What was number 1? Forgotten? Okay, that is number 2. Don't fear your own sin. Ahsan. What is number 1? Faith. Don't have faith in any entity apart from God. Number 2. Number 3. Don't feel ashamed of saying I don't know when you are asked a question which you do not know. Nothing wrong in saying I do not know. In another hadith in Nahjul Balagha, Imam Ali says whoever abandons saying I do not know meets his destruction. Now in psychology, there's something called the Dunning-Kruger effect. Of course, Shabir uncle is an expert in psychology. I'm just his student. So there's a concept called the Dunning-Kruger effect. Dunning-Kruger effect means what? When you overestimate your knowledge. Sometimes you read a medical book, one medical book, you say, man, I'm an expert. How many of us feel this way? When we read one book in science, one article, we automatically think we are experts. The Dunning-Kruger effect. How many people have given comments on religion, on politics? Are you a journalist, Baba? No, but I know more than the journalist. Or in football or in cricket. You watch football, cricket. Oh, the defense is completely poor. How are they defending like this? Oh, in this he should have played the cover drive instead of the straight drive in cricket. Baba, you are playing or the person on the screen is playing? The Dunning-Kruger effect. We overestimate our ability. We overestimate our knowledge. We think we are too good. Imam Ali says, be humble. Approach knowledge with humility. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the Quran says in Surah Baqarah chapter 2 verse 269, يُؤْتِ الْحِكْمَةَ مَنْ يَشَاءُ وَمَنْ يُؤْتَ الْحِكْمَةَ فَقَدْ أُوتِيَ خَيْرًا كَثِيرًا وَمَا يَذَّكَّرُ إِلَّا أُولُو الْأَلْبَابِ. Allah gives wisdom to whoever He wills, and whoever has been granted wisdom has been given very good attributes. It's a good attribute to have wisdom. There are people with knowledge but without wisdom. We have seen these individuals. They have good knowledge, very smart, but street smart, zero. So Imam Ali says, gain knowledge. Once, now this is in the book, The Voice of Human Justice. Has it been authored by a Shia? No. A Christian author, George Jordak, writes a book, The Voice of Human Justice. Beautiful book, you'll find it online. The Voice of, so only Ammar is listening to me. Human Justice. In his book, he says, a man called Abu al-Aswad al-Duwali, he comes to Imam Ali and he says, Ya Imam, the Arabs are speaking very poor Arabic. The Arabs were very good when it came to Arabic grammar, syntax, sentence formation. But suddenly the Arabic started losing it. Why? Because they started mingling with non-Arabs. When you mingle with people of another race, you forget your own culture and your own language. Us here, me myself, I struggle when it comes to Gujarati or Kutchi. Why? We speak English and Swahili all the time. So these Arabs, they forgot the Arabic language. They weren't as good. They weren't as eloquent. Imam Ali says, do not worry. I am writing a book, and Imam Ali wrote a book, The Principles of the Arabic Language. This man, Abu al-Aswad ad-Duwali, Google him, Abu al-Aswad ad-Duwali, he founded an Arabic concept called Nahw. Nahw is translated as syntax. Syntax is formation of sentences, how you form sentences and phrases in Arabic. Nahw. Who taught Abu al-Aswad ad-Duwali? Imam Ali ibn Abi Talib salawatullahi wa salamu alayhi. Imam Ali is the father of a particular branch in the Arabic language, the father of Nahw. Nahw, syntax. Number 3. What's number 3? Don't feel ashamed of saying that which you do not know. What was number 1? If you want Sahri quickly, then you'll have to answer. Have faith. You see, when I said Sahri, straight away people started giving answers. Number 2, don't fear anything apart from your sin. Ahsan. Number 3, I just said it. Don't feel shy of saying, I do not know. Ahsan. So even you guys did not feel shy right now, because some of you said, oh, I do not know. Number 4, don't feel ashamed of learning something that you do not know. So yes, you say you do not know, but then don't feel shy of learning something. Or you may say, oh, he's a kid. Why should I learn from this small child? You never know, that small kid may teach you something that you remember for the rest of your life. Oh, he's old, he's from that generation. What will he teach me? People from that old generation teach us more than even our textbooks and our academic books. So, don't be shy of learning that which you do not know. Imam Ali ibn Abi Talib has a hadith, phenomenal hadith. He says there are 4 kinds of people. There are those who know and they know that they know. They know that they know. They know that they are aware. There are those who know and they don't know that they know. There are some people, you know, that they are very good, but they are not confident. They have not recognized themselves. Number 3, there are those who don't know and they know that they don't know. These are good. They know that they are ignorant. Then there are those, very dangerous category. They don't know and they don't know that they don't know. What a hadith. There are those who know and they know that they know. There are those who know and they don't know that they know. Then there are those who don't know and they know that they don't know. Then there are those who don't know and they don't know that they don't know. They don't recognize their ignorance. So don't be shy of learning that which you do not know. Practice endurance, patience. In the Quran, Allah says, Surah 13, verses 23 to 24. وَالْمَلَائِكَةُ يَدْخُلُونَ عَلَيْهِمْ مِنْ كُلِّ بَابٍ سَلَامٌ عَلَيْكُمْ بِمَا صَبَرْتُمْ. The angels will greet those who are patient. He said, you are patient, enter Jannah. This is the merit of being patient and perseverant. This is number 5. Practice endurance. Be person who perseveres. Then there's a beautiful hadith in Ghurar al-Hikam, hadith number 4882. 4882. Now someone may say, I don't like reading these long books, right? So many of us say, Baba, I don't have time to read Nahjul Balagha, Al-Kafi, Biharul Anwar. Give me a simple book, this one here, Ghurar al-Hikam, short sayings of Imam Ali. In this book, Imam Ali says, Halawatu dhafr tamhu mara'at as-sabr. The sweetness of success erases the bitterness of patience. What does it mean? You struggle in life, but one day, ukifika, when you succeed, you forget all the past trials and tribulations that you have undergone. When you want to go for your exam goes well, you get 90%. You forget the sleepless nights. You forget when your parents said, don't go out, don't go with your friends. You forget all that because now you have attained success. Patience and endurance. I end my talk with this riwayah. Imam Radha narrates Solomon, King Solomon, Nabi Sulaiman. He had a massive kingdom, palace, rivers, you name it. One day he said, I want only one day where I just enjoy myself. I want to enjoy my kingdom. So I will go at the top of my palace, I will ascend my palace and I want to see my kingdom. But he says, I don't want any disturbance. One day at least no disturbance, no calls, nothing. Of course no calls at that time, but you get my point. Because I know as soon as I'm done with my lecture, say, Ejaz, you made a mistake, man. You said there were phone calls at that time. Okay, so now, he climbs the palace. He wants to see his kingdom. A young man comes. He says, oh Solomon, I greet you. Solomon said, look, today is not the day. The young man said, unfortunately, you cannot stop me. I am the angel of death. Solomon says, tell me, What do you want to say? The angel of death says, your time is up. He says, so I don't have time to see my kingdom? The angel of death says, unfortunately, you don't have any time. Then Solomon says, I don't mind, because now I had to see my kingdom. It doesn't matter. I now have to meet my Lord Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That is more better for me. So practice endurance, patience. So number one, what was number one? Faith in Allah. Number two, only one person is replying right there, Brother Jusam. Nobody else. Number two, good. Don't fear to learn. Okay, that was number 4. Number 3, we go backwards now. Ahsant. Don't fear anything apart from your sin. Ahsant. Number 3, that was number 5, endurance. Ahsant. Number 3, one more. It's similar to do not know. If you don't know, know that you don't know. Sallu ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. I talked about endurance and patience, but there was one night where Imam Ali ibn Abi Talib started crying profusely. When Asma bint Umays entered the room, he saw Imam Ali ibn Abi Talib his head was between his knees, sitting like this. Asma bint Umays says, Ya Mawla, why are you crying? You lifted the gates of Khaybar. Imam Ali says that when I was washing the body of Fatima to Zahra, I came across her broken ribs. Allah, how is it fair that we live more than the daughter of Rasulullah? She died when she was 18 years of age. And tonight we remember the first Imam as he is departing from this world. जब एक मर्तबा इमाम हसन ने तबीब को बुलाया, तबीब आया, उसने ज़ख्म को देखा, सर पे ज़रबत लगी ना, तो उसने ज़ख्म को देखा, मौला का मानने वाला था, रोने लगा। डॉक्टर ने इमाम हसन से कहा, आका, इब्ने मुलजिम ने उसमें इतना जहर डाला था कि अगर पूरे कूफे वालों को दे दिया जाता तो सब मर जाते। ये शेर खुदा है जो 3 दिन से तड़प रहे हैं, क्या किया जाए? डॉक्टर ने कहा, तबीब ने कहा, मेरा इलाज ये है कि अगर इनको जितना हो सके दूध पिलाया जाए, शहादत तो होगी लेकिन सिर्फ और सिर्फ दूध पिलाने से ताख़ीर हो सकती है। उसने घर से बाहर निकल के ऐलान किया, कूफे ने, तबीब ने, हाकिम ने, डॉक्टर ने, कूफे में सबसे कहा, ए कूफे वालों, अली को जितना हो सके दूध पिलाओ, मौला उतनी ही देर तक जिंदा रहेंगे। रिवायत के अल्फाज है कि इमाम हसन मुश्तबा जब दरवाजे पे गए तो देखा छोटे छोटे बच्चे हाथों में कूजे लिए खड़े हैं और हर बच्चे के हाथ में कूजे में दूध था। कहा, मौला आज हम दूध नहीं पिएंगे, हम इमाम को दूध पिलाने के लिए आए हैं, हम अपने हाथों से मौला को दूध पिलाएंगे। इमाम हसन ज़ारो क़त्तार रोने लगे। इमाम हसन ने कहा कि मैं अपने बाबा से पूछ लूँ। इमाम अली ने कहा, बेटा हसन, जानते हैं ये सब यतीम बच्चे हैं, इन सबको मैं दूध पिलाया करता था। इमाम हसन वापस आई, कहा, मेरे बाबा कहते हैं नहीं। बच्चों ने कहा, हम अपने खुशी से मौला को दूध पिलाएंगे। इमाम अली ने कहा, बेटा हसन, आप जानते हैं कि मैंने कभी आज तक यतीमों का हक नहीं खाया, इन यतीम बच्चों से कह देना खुदा हाफिज। अजरकुमुल्लाह, आज जनाब ज़ैनब को पुरसा देना है, आज जनाब उम्मे कुलसूम को पुरसा देना है। जनाब जिब्राइल चलते हैं और ये मुसलसल फरियाद पढ़ रहे हैं, तहत्तमत वल्लाहि अरकानुल हुदा, आज अल्लाह के दिन के सारे अरकान टूट गए, आज दुनिया तबाह हो गई। बेटियों के कान में आवाज़ आई। अब ये मंजर को अपनी जहन में रखो। बीबी ज़ैनब दरवाजे पे खड़ी रही, कहा, बाबा अलविदा, बाबा खुदा हाफिज। बस मोमिनीन, इमाम हसन और इमाम हुसैन ने इमाम अली को दफन किया। जब वापस आ रहे थे तो देखा एक खराबे से रोने की आवाज़ आ रही है। इमाम हसन और हुसैन दोनों साथ अंदर गए, देखा एक नाबीना ज़मीन पे तड़प रहा था। मौला ने पूछा, क्या बात है? उस गरीब इंसान ने कहा, आज 3 दिन हो गए, एक आदमी हर रोज़ मुझे खाना खिलाने आया करता था, वो 3 दिन से नहीं आया। दोनों रोने लगे। कहा, कोई अलामत, कोई बात? کوئی نشانی ہے اس شخص کا؟ نابینا نے کہا میں جب بھی نام پوچھتا تھا تو وہ شخص فرماتے تھے غریباً جالساً غریبا، ایک غریب دوسرے غریب کے ساتھ بیٹھا ہے۔ امام حسن نے کہا جانتا ہے وہ کون ہے؟ وہ ہمارے بابا علی مرتضیٰ ہے۔ ایک مرتبہ تڑپنے لگا، میں اپنے مولا سے خدمت لیتا رہا، کہاں ہے وہ؟ امام حسن نے کہا ان کی شہادت ہو گئی۔ بس آخری جملے عزادارو، جب خیبر کے میدان میں مولا نے فتح کیا، اس کے بعد کسی نے ایک مرتبہ سوال کیا یا علی آپ بہت خوش نظر نہیں آ رہے، کیا وجہ ہے؟ کہا جب بھی میں آ رہا تھا خیبر کے میدان میں تو بچے بہت چھوٹے تھے، خوش ہو رہے تھے مرحب مجھے مارے گا، لیکن جب میں نے مرحب کو پچھاڑ دیا تو سارے بچے خاموش ہو گئے، مجھے اچھا نہیں لگا۔ مولا سب بچوں کے پاس گئے، کہا بچوں علی کبھی بچوں پہ ظلم نہیں کرتا، علی کو معاف کر دیجئے۔ سوچئے امام جو دشمن کے بچوں پہ اتنا رحم کھائے، جو اپنے قاتلوں کے دشمنوں کے بچے پہ رحم رکھے، اسے علی کہتے ہیں۔ میں ایک سوال کروں آپ سے، ہمارے مولا نے کیسے برداشت کیا ہوگا جب ان کی پوتی سکینہ کو تماچے لگے ہوگے؟ ہمارے مولا نے کیسے برداشت کیا ہوگا جب میدان کربلا میں بچوں کو اسیر بنایا گیا؟ ماتم حسین یا حسین۔